Let's start today's mini afternoon reflection with a question. Would you rather feel most of the time happy or contented? And that kind of asks another question within itself. What's the difference between happiness and contentment? Those two things a lot of times seem to go hand in hand. But they're not quite the same. Happiness is generally defined as an experience of positive thoughts, joy, something you're interested in, pride maybe. Whereas contentment is usually something which is longer lasting, a deeper feeling of satisfaction and gratitude of where you are in life and what's happening to you. We're asked a lot at the moment, how are you feeling? How are you doing? You alright, mate? What's going on with you? That kind of thing. And because we don't get those bursts of happiness in the moment in our lives, we don't get to go to the pub, don't get to go to gigs, don't get to listen to live music, we don't get to go out for dinner with our friends or our family, our loved ones, we don't get to do the extra special things that go on top of our normal lives. And so that happiness, that joy, that feeling of pride in something, seeing your children playing music on a stage or being in a band with your mates, something like that, those things are missing at the moment. That happiness, that hit of joy is missing from our lives. And it begs the question at the moment, what would you rather be? Happy or contented? And it means that we need to think a lot about, are we content in the lives that we have? Are we happy with the people we're spending it with? Are we happy with the job we're in? Are we happy with what we're doing with our lives? Because we say happy a lot. We say happy in almost everything, but happy is fleeting. Happiness, if we had it all the time, would no longer be happiness. It would just be normal life, be what we do every day, and happiness would go. Happiness is those tiny little bits of life that suddenly come, that bring us deep joy. Our lives are filled with joy for that period of time, and then they're gone again. And we can never get that feeling, that exact moment back in our lives ever again. Whereas if we're content with what's going on in our lives, if we feel satisfied in our family life, in our work life, in who we are as people, our lives start to get more meaning. We find contentment in those that we love. We find contentment in our hard work. We find contentment in what it means to be a human being. Jesus often talks to us about finding God and finding peace with ourselves and with our fellow man. But he doesn't talk about finding happiness. Happiness is not something that is part of necessarily the Christian life. Sure, Christians can be happy. We might find when our children are baptized, when we get married, when we have great services in church, and it happens, trust me, sometimes, that happiness is inside of us for that period of time. But being a Christian, living a Christian life, isn't necessarily about being happy. It's about being content with who you are. You and I are made in the image and likeness of God. We're given special properties different to all life on earth. And we have this amazing ability to think, decide, and change who we are as people. So, I ask that question again. Happiness all the time or contented? Think about it. Happiness. Fleeting moments of joy that when they're gone, they're gone. Or contentment. Satisfaction in who you are as a person. And the gratitude to understand that it's others that allow us to be the people we are. Thank you for listening to me today on this Tuesday Thoughts. I hope you all have a lovely day. And as always, the chapel that I'm in right now and me, Josh, are always open to you to come and speak to me about anything you want to. Come and find me during lunchtime or the morning or the end of the day. And if you need to speak to me about anything and you want someone just to listen to for a few minutes, come and see me about anything. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.